1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Between April 7th and April 14th, many of you attended the Wisconsin Film Festival, which was finally held in person. It was great to see movies again in the film festival theaters with an enthusiastic audience. I maxed out at 9 movies, but several of my friends went to many more. Movies in the 2022 festival were selected by Professor Kelly Conway, Mike King, the artistic director, Jim Healy, who also programs the free films at the UW Cinematheque, and Ben Reiser, who is the director of operations for the festival and the force behind those wonderful trailers that open each screening. One evening, I was standing in line waiting to get into the AMC at Hilldale to see Top Secret, the zany comedy directed by David Zucker. I got to talking to the guy behind me in line. He turned out to be the musical director for the trailers. I told him how much I enjoyed the music and the animation for this year's trailer. And I asked him to be on today's show. His name is Matthew Sanborn. I wanted to know how he got started creating the music for the film festival trailers with Ben Reiser of the UW Department of Communication Arts.
It started because of my relationship with Ben. Some years before he was ever involved at the university, we played in a band together. And he wrote the songs, and then I kind of arranged them. Eventually he got that position and wanted to write a song for the 2014 Film Fest, which became the campfire song that became so popular.
Right.
And he enlisted my help to just try to think it through. And ever since then, he's said, well, why don't you just do the music? And he likes to make up the ideas, and we change the words every year a little bit.
Yeah, I noticed that with this year, too. It's the 2022 one, which is my favorite so far. It's a really, really catchy one, and the vocal was great, and the music background. I just was curious. First off, you said that you changed the lyrics, so what did you have to change this year from, say, 2014?
It addressed that we had all just been in a pandemic, so the lyrics were welcome back after 2 years of being virtual. And Ben likes to throw in some humor, so there's do your pants still fit, jokes like that. And we also still use the line, grab a slice and a beer from Union South, but it turns out that the slices are gone from Union South, so we got to change that for next year.
So you had already finished the whole recording process, and then you realized, oh, no more pizza at Union South.
Yeah,
okay.
Not till it was too late for that line, yeah.
Okay, that's great. So in terms of the vocals, in the Campfire one in 2014, you have this large group. I think it kind of like 24 voices, and it even seemed like you had some family groups.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. So Ben and several of us reached out to all these people that we knew. We wanted it to sound like there were kids in the group and all kinds of people. And so we had a recording session in a backyard of Ben's neighbor. Actually had a fire going. I think there was a fire going, but we recorded it, and there were several guitar players and a couple of people playing the accordion. Everyone had a printout of the lyrics, and they were assigned parts. Some of the people did the call and response, Wisconsin Film Festival, get out there, and all those different words, and that was that year. Yeah, big crowd.
But the land was sweet and good, and I did what I could.
Yeah. Do the one about guys in snow. Oh, yeah.
It's been a long, cold winter full of ice and snow. Now the spring has come and it's time to go. Back to the movies, turn the lights down low. Turn your cell phones off and we'll start the show. Go to Union South, grab a slice and a beer. You can walk to your seat with a volunteer. From the Capitol Theater to the Library Mall, Jason LBO, Sundance, and Pilot's Hall. Turn the lights down low. Turn the lights down low. the lights down low. Wisconsin, turn the lights down low. Film festival, turn the lights down low. Get out there, turn the lights down low. Film festival, turn the lights down low. Wisconsin, turn the lights down low. Film festival.
And then I think that Ben had some actual solid singers come in and kind of
Help out.
boost it and kind of mixed it low, but so that there was you could definitely hear the melody part underneath it all.
Sure. And then, okay, moving forward, let's go to 2019, and this is a totally different soundtrack. And when I play it on YouTube, the subtitle says old-timey music. But it's a nice jazz score, really, and tell me how that came about.
Well, I can't remember how Ben started this idea, but he wanted to do a 1940s kind of film noir. I don't know if that's the right word. He wanted it to seem like it was authentically a film from that time and have scenery and costumes and music that sounded like it was from then.
And it's black and white.
And black and
white. And then the actors come in at the very beginning, and you see the APT actors, James Ridge and Colleen Madden.
That's right.
Outside of the Union, and they have a little speech, which if you go to the YouTube channel, you're able to see that. And it's a really fun video to look at. And the singers did a really nice job of lip syncing. But the singer was Sarah, right?
The singer was Sarah Strike, the same one who was the vocalist for this year, the 2022 one. Mm-hmm. But she can sing in all different kinds of styles. She's a brilliant voice talent. She's really great.
Yeah. And that one has a band arrangement, so the band probably also is not really playing behind the dancers, but there's a nice soundtrack for that too. That's more like a 40s swing band.
Yeah. So we made up that music. A guy named Tom Flynn started the arrangement, and we recorded that at the DNA Studios. And then Greg Smith, a really great horn player, came in and played all the horn parts, the clarinets and the saxophones and things, and he really made the sound, I think, come together. And then Sarah Strike sang the lead vocal. Kelly Maxwell sang the little backup vocals. And then the guys on the stage were my pals. I got them to just, do you have anybody who had an instrument that they could bring and a kind of a suit and just pretend to play? That's what we did.
That's great.
I was the drummer sitting in the back there.
Okay, got it, yeah.
My angel, there you are. You had me worried. I arrived in front of this den of iniquity and figured you'd give me the wrong address.
Stilts, darling, I'm so sorry I'm late. No, this is the right address. We're just where I want us to be.
Say, what gives? You didn't tell me I needed to put on my dancing shoes?
Darling, you don't have any dancing shoes.
Well, they don't make it for two left feet.
Didn't you tell me you needed inspiration for the opening of this year's festival?
Well, yes.
And didn't you tell me you were looking to appeal to the younger generation?
Well, yes.
Well, here we are, at the epicenter of the younger generation. The place to be. This is where they do their thing.
So, be here or be square.
Silly, that doesn't rhyme. Come on.
It's been a long, cold winter full of ice and snow. Now the spring has come and it's time to go back to the movies, turn the lights down low. Hush, Big Daddy, when they start the show. Turn the lights down low. Turn the lights down low. Turn the lights down low. Hush, Big Daddy, when they start the show. Turn the lights down low. Turn the lights down low. Turn the lights down low. Hush now, fella, when they start the show. Turn the lights down low. Turn the lights down low. Turn the lights down low. Turn the lights down low.
I could see us running with that number for years.
And then tell me some more about the 2022 one. Now, in this one, did the music come first, or did the animation by Justin Dean come first?
The animation by Justin came first. Justin had just about wrapped up the visuals that we all saw, but for some reason the music wasn't quite coming together.
Got it.
So about a week and a half before the festival, Christina King asked me if I could crank something out.
Wow.
And she gave me an idea, a feel, and then Ben instantly got involved because we're a good team, two of us together there, putting things together. So we came up with what you heard there actually in about 3 days.
Wow. Yeah, that's impressive. And so, like, in those 3 days, you had to time everything to the visuals. You had to make sure that things hit at the right spot.
Well, there is a drum loop in there that we went off of. And as far as the timing of the song and how it lined up with the visuals, I don't know if we just got lucky where, it zooms into the eyeball, and then it's right when Sarah says there's a world in there. Maybe they timed it that way, but I wasn't thinking of it like that.
Yeah, but it hit just perfectly.
It seems to have hit just perfectly.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Time since you've been out of the house. Turn the TV off, surrender that mouse. Get your outdoor clothes, do your pants still fit? Is your hair okay? Who gives a shit? Go to Union South, grab a slice and a beer. No more sitting around in your underwear. From the Jason Museum to Shannon Hall, 4070 violence, and that's not all. There's a world out there. There's a world in here. There's a world out here. Come on now. At the Hilldale Mall. They call it a shopping center. There's a world out here. Wisconsin. There's a world in here. Film festival. There's a world out here. Wisconsin. There's a world in here. Film festival. There's a world out here. Wisconsin. There's a world in there. Film festival. There's a world out there. Wisconsin. There's a world in here. Film festival. There's a world out there. Wisconsin. Turn the lights down low. Turn the lights down
Yeah. There's quite a range of different versions. Each year has been totally different.
Right.
And so that's a challenge, I would think, is to kind of keep the lyrics somewhat the same, but then the music has to be thought of in a different way.
I love doing that.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things about it. I like thinking about all the sounds that there could be doing things, making the music. And if I can't play it, I'll get somebody else to. If I can, it's faster and easier to just do it.
Yeah, for sure. So, I think Brian does a really great job. DNA Studios here in Madison, right?
Yes.
Yeah, great. Okay. The very first night, the trailer comes up. Are you in the audience?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I was there.
And that was great because the crowd really reacted strongly to the trailer. That must feel good.
Yeah, I enjoy that when people clap after the trailer.
So, folks, clap after the trailer. To actually be in an audience when they react to something that you've done, that definitely is a good feeling.
Certainly is. And I, even if I'm not there, I know that it's going to be played in front of 150 movies, and all these people are going to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It feels nice.
Yeah. Well, you guys are a good team, so I hope you keep it going.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for
Chuck.
joining me today.
I appreciate you asking me to do this. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.